The number one most important thing that we can do in 2021 is take care of ourselves. So if you are going through a criminal case, or a loved one is going through a criminal case, or you're just going through a global pandemic, there are so many tools that I'm about to give you that you can use to help you reduce your stress. Focusing on a problem is not going to make it better. A lot of people have a tendency to just obsess about a problem and try to figure out what they could have done differently. We can't change the past. Time only moves in one direction, forward. So we have to take care of ourselves so that we have the strength and the ability to get through what we're going through. So I'm going to give you a number of tips that I think are great tools for helping us through any kind of a stressful situation. The number one thing that I recommend is meditation. Meditation has been scientifically proven to have so many health benefits, including lowering your heart rate and reducing stress. And there are any number of apps that you can just download on your phone, and you can do a 5-minute meditation, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever suits you in your schedule. But I would highly recommend that you make time in your schedule to fit this in. And this can even be just sitting quietly with your eyes closed and taking deep breaths for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. You can't do it wrong. Another thing that I highly recommend is yoga. And again, there are millions of YouTube videos where you can just throw your laptop on the floor with a yoga mat, or your iPhone or your cell phone, and you can do a yoga practice just by watching a video, or just simple stretching. Just lie on the floor or your bed and do some stretching. Getting outside and going for a walk with your dog or with a family member is also something that's great for your health. Take a brisk walk or do any kind of exercise that's going to make you feel better. If you're angry, find a punching bag. Just do whatever it is to get it out of your body. Another thing that most of us overlook is the quantity of water that we drink every day. Do you know that our cells are 80% water? And we can only survive for 2 days without water. So that's how important it is. So it is recommended that we drink half of our body weight in ounces per day. So if you're 120 pounds, that's 60 ounces. So I take a liter bottle, fill it up in the morning. Once it's empty, I fill it up again and make sure that I've had at least 2 liters of water every single day. Another really good thing to do is, if you're sitting at a desk and you're working on a computer all day long, get up every hour, set a timer on your phone, get up, drink some water, stretch a little bit, maybe rest your eyes from the computer light. But these are little things that you can do, and I'm going to grab my list so I don't forget to tell you healthy food. It seems like it's obvious, so that we wouldn't even have to remind you of that, but it is important to make sure you're not eating a lot of comfort food. Let's just say, when things are stressful, we have a tendency to want to go for the ice cream or the mac and cheese or whatever it is, the McRib sandwich. We want to try and avoid all of that stuff and go for more healthy choices. This is going to make you feel better. Another thing that I think is really powerful is giving back. So it gets you outside of yourself, and aside from the benefit of giving to another person, it really does help reduce depression. So whether it's just donating a little bit of money, or donating some time, maybe at a food bank this year, or any nonprofit organization that you feel drawn to, it is a really powerful piece of medicine that you can take, as well as the fact that you're helping someone else. So these are tips that I hope. Oh, and one more thing, gratitude. Gratitude is actually my number one thing, my go-to. Every morning or every night, have a pad or a journal where you write down the things that you're grateful for, whether it's the same things every day or something different, that you got a phone call or a text from somebody that you love, or you went out for a really nice walk and it was a beautiful day, or you saw a gorgeous sunset. And speaking of sunsets, get out there. Go, and if you live near the beach, go to the beach, or if you're in the mountains, go outside and enjoy the sunset or the stars or the full moon, whatever it is that you can do to make yourself feel better. I highly recommend. And if you have any questions or want any more tips or any more suggestions about how to fulfill these tasks, please contact me. The information is in the description below. And I wish you all a very, very happy 2021.